Hey guys, Brandon here. Now, for many Americans, purchasing their home is the largest wealth builder of their life. So this video is going to be perfect for anyone looking at new construction in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, people interested in relocating to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, or somebody who wants to upgrade their home from a smaller home to a larger home, and you want to understand all of the operating expenses as well as how well these type homes have appreciated in our market over the past decade. I'm going to go through all of those numbers with you. Now, don't click off the video because it's going to be comprehensive and it is long, but we're going to get all the questions answered. But by the time you finish this video, you will know everything that there is to know about Heron Point and purchasing a home with D.R. Horton. Let's get into the video now. Let's get inside the Belford right here at Heron Point.
Come on in.
By D.R. Horton. Beautiful. Covered
Just
porch
over.
right up front. Stairs immediately to the left when you walk in. Nice closet. Check that out.
Yeah, just over 2,200 square foot. You've got a powder room that's going to actually service your downstairs if you've got guests over, for a party. Perfect. Pantry here to your left, just down the hallway.
Pantry. Now, immediately to the right, we've got the kitchen.
Yeah, you got the kitchen here. You got quartz on the countertops, a gooseneck sink. You've actually got your laundry and primary down in the Belford, which is something a lot of people are looking for these days.
Laundry, and there's a mud room right behind you.
Mud room, entrance to your two-car garage.
Spacious.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget that gooseneck sink right there. It's pretty cool. This island is great, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Every Belford is actually going to come with a covered screen and back porch. Standard option on any Belford you find. It's really cool. You could extend your pad right there. Do something really special in your backyard in any of these homes.
Great for grilling out. Come on.
That's right. So a lot of times we will have a model home Belford. This will kind of be your sitting area, maybe a coffee table or a dining room. And then your living room here, throw a TV on that wall. Nice open, you can see everybody. But if we come into the primary bedroom here.
So this is your master, your downstairs master?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Spacious, you got some natural light. And of course, a beautiful dual vanity bathroom. Again, those gorgeous tiles. And a good sized closet. As you can see. Do have another closet here, guys. And then restroom here. You taking us upstairs?
Yeah, let's head upstairs. This is my favorite part of the home. So, again, we've got our oak treads as we come up here.
Window on the stairs, which is pretty cool.
All right, so the Belfords are going to come with a small little upstairs loft here. So you can make this a man cave, whatever you might be, a kid's playroom. One of the secondary bedrooms off to the left here, closest to the stairwell, actually has its own full bathroom in it, which is really awesome. If you got an oldest child, they'll probably want this room.
Very cool. Tub shower combo. Closet, of course.
You got so much closet space in the
Yeah, I noticed there's a closet right here in the loft too. And then you got what is this?
Yeah, so you've got pull down stairs for your upstairs attic. Obviously, it's got stairs on it. Good for Christmas trees, whatever it may be.
Yep.
Do some storage, and then you've got some more right here as well.
Cool, super cool.
On the other side of the hallway, 2 secondary bedrooms, a little closet space, and then a full bathroom as well.
Dual vanity again. As you can see.
But
Good sized bedroom.
Yeah. Really nice size bedroom, nice size walk-in closets on either side. You can't go wrong with the Belford.
And then another bedroom here. And the natural light is always a plus, especially for that loft area. All right, Agnes, let's talk through customization options, layouts of the different homes right here at Heron Point. Work it out for us. What's the whole spill?
So we're offering 7 different floor plans here at Heron Point. 3 of them are ranch style floor plans, 4 of which are 2 stories. You know, like I was mentioning earlier, we have Craftsman trim as a selected option here, a standard option in Heron Point. And this is actually the first time in many years where you can actually take a floor plan and put it on a select lot in the back section of Heron Point. It's 2 cul-de-sacs, they're gorgeous. You can take any of these floor plans and pick what's important to you. You know, is it adding a window? Is it adding an outlet? Is it adding an exterior garage, you know, service store? You know, we're doing something really special down here.
Yeah. Now, guys, I wanted to stop really quick and just kind of pan like this so that you can see back behind us what's going on. They are literally building the house right now. Like, that could be your home. So don't be a stranger. Pick up the phone. Give me a call. Send me a text message. Shoot me an email. 843-360-1737. I can put you in contact with Agnes. We will be more than happy to help you get the right new construction home for you. But that right there, that's what you're paying for. Quality work right here with D.R. Horton. Now, guys, this is real simple and very easy. Why should you hire an outside real estate agent when purchasing a D.R. Horton new construction home? Well, I'm going to give you 5 simple and easy reasons. Number 1, independent representation. Guys, you're going to want somebody that's looking out for your best interest. When you work with the D.R. Horton rep, obviously they're going to provide the best service that they can, but they do work for the company. Now, if you hire an outside agent, you're going to have somebody there, you know, kind of as that independent person throughout the entire process to make sure that what you need and what you want in the deal is being guarded and protected. And that's something you can't skip on. Now, negotiation expertise. Obviously, you're going to want somebody bringing a whole nother set of thought processes, opinions, someone that's familiar with how our market, you know, the customs of our market and how much you can potentially get off on a purchase price, and that's used to working with these reps. You want somebody that's got a great rapport so that you get the best deal. Trust me. Market knowledge. You want somebody that's got plenty of market knowledge. You want to make sure that you don't overpay for something. You want to make sure that you put your hands on the exact right product at the right place, and you need an outside agent to ensure that for you. It's that simple and that easy. Unbiased advice. Hands down, when you hire an agent to work for you, they're going to look out for your best interest throughout the entire process. Now, I am by no means saying that D.R. Horton agents are going to do you in. Of course not. At the same token, there is nothing wrong with having somebody representing your best interest throughout the entire process. And then finally, customized guidance, guys. You know, an independent agent pretty much tailors their services to specific needs and preferences and provides personalized support throughout the buying process. Now, yes, D.R. Horton absolutely has agents that go above and beyond and helps to ensure that you have an excellent process. But why not have another agent doing that same thing, lifting another load off of you throughout the process? If you've got 2 agents that are working together to ensure that you've got the best deal, that you're getting the most support, and it doesn't cost you anything else, why in the world wouldn't you do it? All right, Angus, let's talk about amenities and future development. Are there amenities currently? Do you guys have any plans to develop any in the future?
Yeah, so one of the cool things about Heron Point, We don't have an amenity center scheduled to be built, and there won't be one in this neighborhood. But it's a sleepy, small 101 lot neighborhood. Features 4 cul-de-sacs. It's got a $60 HOA, and to be honest with you, where are you going to find a $60 HOA in the south end of Myrtle Beach?
With a new construction home, let's be honest, Myrtle Beach is the fastest growing market in the last 3 years out of the 150 most populated markets in the entire United States. And they're building homes like it's going out of style. Yesterday, I was over at Auburn Woods, another great D.R. Horton community. They were building 1,139 homes in that one community, in that 1,100 homes. Let's just think through that. You understand how many people that is to move to a place? So yes, Myrtle Beach is blowing up. Retirees are retiring at $10,000 per day, and they're moving to Myrtle Beach into Florida, and they figured out that they get more for their money in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, I do want to throw this out, a quick caveat. You're going to see this in just a little bit, guys. I ran the numbers on how 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom homes have appreciated in our market in the last 10 years. From 2015, if you'd have bought a home, to 2025, we're talking over, I think it was over $260,000 in appreciation. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really good investment. And the point of me bringing this up is, for all of you investors out there looking to find that stable income from long-term rentals and great appreciation, you've just found it. Literally. Mm-hmm. D.R. Horton Homes in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I was told about a gentleman yesterday that literally he bought his house 2 years ago, made $150,000 in appreciation, sold it, bought a bigger one, paid some bills off, and he's already up another $100,000 in that home. D.R. Horton is the way to go, guys. All right, Angus, let's talk location. Why would somebody want to be located here at Heron Point? Let's talk about healthcare. Let's talk about schools. Let's talk about tourist attractions, distance to the beach. Unpack it for us.
You know what? I like to start with this. You're 15 minutes to Market Common. Everybody wants to be in Market Common. You got great eatery. You got great shopping.
You do.
15 minutes just south of here, we're in the MarshWalk. So if you want to go out, have some nightlife, get something to eat right on the water.
You say MarshWalk, and it makes sense to you. We got people in New York and California and Texas that have no clue what the MarshWalk is. Can you kind of explain that to them?
Well, it's the seafood capital of South Carolina.
Literally,
as a matter of fact.
It is literally called the seafood capital of South Carolina.
I mean, you could be drinking a beer right on the MarshWalk, looking at the water, just 15 minutes down the road from Heron Point. With that being said, you could be toes in the sand as well. Surfside Beach, Garden City.
Super 15, 20 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, let's talk healthcare. There's Waccamaw Community Hospital. That's probably 10, 15 minutes away. I'd say closer to 15 minutes. We do have a Food Lion right here on 707, which has got to be a whopping 5 minutes away.
Yeah,
yep.
Just down the street.
And now, as far as highways go, where you want to get to where you want to be, you can get anywhere off of 17. You're literally going to hop on 707, which again is another major road, 707, and then you're right there. You're minutes away from 17. You can take a left on Glens Bay Road, hop on Highway 17, which will get you pretty much anywhere that you want to go in our market. It runs parallel to the coast, and then you're right down from Highway 31. You're probably 7 minutes from 31, 8 minutes from 31, which will take you again anywhere you want to go. You want to get to North Myrtle Beach in a minute, you hop on 31 and you're there.
Yep.
That simple, that easy, guys. All right, guys, so let's work through your numbers for owning and operating a new construction home. Now, I've got a purchase price of $434,049. Obviously, D.R. Horton has homes that are cheaper. They also have homes that are more expensive. I've landed on $434,000 for our purposes for this illustration. Now, our down payment of 3% of that purchase price brings us to $13,021.47. On a monthly basis, that's $1,085.12. Now, I'm going to explain why I broke it down to a monthly basis in just a minute, so keep watching. Now, again, your closing costs were $8,680.98. That's an estimated closing cost. Of course, if you do use DHI, D.R. Horton, they're going to cover $8,000 worth of your closing costs. So you might not have to pay those at all. Now, acquisition cost. we're talking about attorney and inspections. I've got you at $1,970. I've got $1,500 for an attorney. I've got $350 for a home inspection. I've got another $125, $120 for a CL 100. That's going to bring us to a subtotal of $23,672.45. Now, on a monthly basis, that comes out to $1,972.70. If you want to purchase a $434,000 home, you need to start setting aside $1,972.70 every single month. And within 12 months, you're going to have the money that you need to get into your new construction home. Now, let's keep going. Now, your principal and interest was $32,256. That does assume a 6.6% interest rate for a fixed rate mortgage over 30 years. Now, obviously, DHI, the preferred lender for D.R. Horton, can do much better on that interest rate. So you need to get in contact with me so that I can get you connected to DHI, and you can get an even cheaper interest rate and afford more home. But more on that later. Now, your mortgage insurance was $2,904. You have to have mortgage insurance on the property when you're purchasing it, when you put down a 3% down payment. Now, your taxes for 2023, we've got you estimated at $2,200. That's for the year, not the month. Yes, South Carolina taxes are cheaper. $2,200 for the year. That's it for your property taxes. Your insurance, we've got you estimated at $2,500 for your homeowner's insurance. Your landscape and lawn, obviously you're going to take care of it every month for the next year. We've got you at $1,800 for the year. And then your pest control, we've got you at $720 for the year. Now, maintenance and repairs, painting, roof repairs, plumbing, and HVAC service. This is what I want you to think about. With a new construction home, you should be able to wipe this line item off the list. That $4,340.49, you don't have to worry with. In my opinion, you shouldn't have any major maintenance repairs to be done in, I would say it's safe to say your first 5 years, maybe even as far as 10 years, you shouldn't be fixing any kind of major things on your home. Your home is going to come with lots of warranties, lots of coverage, and that line item can be totally taken off the list. But we've included it for, first-time home buyers so that they have a good idea of what they can expect when maintaining a home. Now, your HOA was $720 for the year. That's $60 per month. It brings you to an annual subtotal of $49,240.49 and a monthly subtotal of $4,103.37. Now, I did skip over your utilities. Let me go back, guys. We've got you estimated at $150 a month for utilities. That's $1,800 for the year. Again, keeping those subtotals exactly where they are. Now, here's what I cannot wait to share with you about purchasing a home in the Myrtle Beach market. Guys, if you would have purchased a home in 2015, the average 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom in our entire market came out to $398,562. You fast forward to 2025, that same average sold price is now $682,015. Guys, we're talking about $283,453 in appreciation in 10 years. Guys, that's almost $30,000 a year. That's $28,000 a year that you're making in appreciation each and every year that you own your own home. For many Americans, owning their own home is the largest wealth builder in their entire lives. If you do not own a home and you're interested in owning a home, please give me a call. 843-360-1737. For all of you investors looking for a great market for long-term rental properties, D.R. Horton is popping out construction homes as fast as possible in Myrtle Beach's market because our market has been exploding for the last 3 years to the tune of $283,000 in appreciation. If that sounds like a good investment for you, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. Now, guys, this is real simple and very easy. Why should you hire an outside real estate agent when purchasing a D.R. Horton new construction home? I'm going to give you 5 simple and easy reasons. Number 1, independent representation. Guys, you're going to want somebody that's looking out for your best interest. When you work with the D.R. Horton rep, obviously they're going to provide the best service that they can, but they do work for the company. Now, if you hire an outside agent, you're going to have somebody there, you know, kind of as that independent person throughout the entire process to make sure that what you need and what you want in the deal is being guarded and protected. And that's something you can't skip on. Now, negotiation expertise. Obviously, you're going to want somebody bringing a whole nother set of thought processes, opinions, someone that's familiar with how our market, you know, the customs of our market and how much you can potentially get off on a purchase price, and that's used to working with these reps. You want somebody that's got a great rapport so that you get the best deal. Trust me. Market knowledge. You want somebody that's got plenty of market knowledge. You want to make sure that you don't overpay for something. You want to make sure that you put your hands on the exact right product at the right place, and you need an outside agent to ensure that for you. It's that simple and that easy. Unbiased advice. Hands down, when you hire an agent to work for you, they're going to look out for your best interest throughout the entire process. Now, I am by no means saying that D.R. Horton agents are going to do you in. Of course not. At the same token, there is nothing wrong with having somebody representing your best interest throughout the entire process. And then finally, customized guidance, guys. You know, an independent agent pretty much tailors their services to specific needs and preferences and provides personalized support throughout the buying process. Now, yes, D.R. Horton absolutely has agents that go above and beyond and helps to ensure that you have an excellent process. But why not have another agent doing that same thing, lifting another load off of you throughout the process? If you've got 2 agents that are working together to ensure that you've got the best deal, that you're getting the most support, and it doesn't cost you anything else, why in the world wouldn't you do it? All right, Angus, so let's talk about how smart, in fact, these D.R. Horton homes are. I do enjoy this part because, like, these homes are pretty state-of-the-art.
Yeah, they are. You know what? Any D.R. Horton home that you buy is a smart home. So what you're going to get with that, you're going to get the Ring doorbell. You're going to get the Amazon Dot. You're going to get the smart thermostat. If you have a 2-story house, there are 2 zones. So, you know, you could be at the beach, right? And if you've got an upstairs, you know, living area you want to be in, like the Harbor Oak we saw, you could make your thermostat 65 degrees coming in from the 90-degree air. No problem, right from your cell phone.
Come on.
You know, another thing with that, when you close on a D.R. Horton home, expect a call from a Kansas City number. It's not the Chiefs, but they're going to be calling you. It's ADT, and ADT and D.R. Horton have a great relationship. They spend millions and millions of dollars a year on protecting our clients and customers with their security system.
Yep.
So they're going to come in, they're going to set up the little iPad, I call it, on your wall. And basically from there, you can have it just like the model home if you would so choose to be, and have a security system for your home. Look, nobody wants to see wires behind their TV or in their home. You know, we put all of our wires within the wall or within selected space in your home behind a panel or behind the walls, so you don't have to see any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's a nice perk. Nobody wants to deal with that.
But, you know, Mr. Horton said it's not a smart home unless you could do it all from, you know, your cell phone. So, you know, it's all tied in to apps or a certain app on your phone where it's the Ring doorbell, it's the smart thermostat. You know, you could see who's coming up to your house. You could see if anyone tried to jiggle your doorknob.
That's right, yeah. Now, speaking of that, speaking of people trying to jiggle your doorknob, how safe is this neighborhood? I'm going to answer that question for us. This neighborhood is phenomenally safe. I've basically raised my kids on this side of town in this part of Myrtle Beach. We don't ever feel threatened. We're not afraid. We're not concerned. You know, like, my wife leaves her car unlocked. I mean, like,
yeah,
we don't have major crime here. Now, people always freaked out about crime. They're always like, well, Myrtle Beach has crime. Myrtle Beach has crime. The crime statistics are skewed. It comes from all the tourism, and that's mainly at the beach.
Yeah, And we back right up to Cypress River here. So you've got multi-million-dollar homes.
Yep.
And we're putting ourselves right in the middle of it.
Yep.
It's a great location right off Bay Road here in the south end.
Absolute excellent location and very, very safe. All right, guys, we're right outside of the Litchfield. Angus is going to walk us through it.
Come on in. All right, so the Litchfield is truly one of my favorite ranch-style plans that we build. Classic D.R. Horton is right off the foyer, you're going to have 2 secondary bedrooms.
Bingo. We got a bedroom here. We do have a bathroom here. Do we have lights on in here?
No.
There we go. We've got lights.
Yeah, we do.
Then we have another bedroom here.
Yeah, so
massive hallways. Wow, look how, I mean, like as soon as you walk in, it's super high ceilings, very expansive. It makes you feel like you're walking into a massive home.
That's right. Come down the hallway here, we've got our closet space, garage door entrance, in a flex area. Now that could be a bedroom, that could be whatever you wanted it to be. Laundry room here. And then, this is my favorite, this is what the real selling point of the Litchfield is. It just balloons out. You've got this huge open floor plan concept.
Man.
You could pop these puck lights out, do some hanging lights, pop that out and do a chandelier, put a dining room table here. And then honestly, my favorite thing about it is you could be chopping steaks, cooking your meal, and have a nice big flat screen TV watching the football game.
I mean, how can you beat that, honestly?
You can't.
I mean, it is stunning.
Plenty of room.
Nice pantry. Nice little, beautiful kitchen. And look at this covered porch. I mean, do you see these floor to almost, I mean, they're massive and expansive. Look at this covered porch. Absolutely stunning. Plenty of space out here, plenty to grill. And very, very cool little sound barrier fence right there off the road. I mean, this home is gorgeous. It's definitely massive. It feels so big.
Trace ceilings. I mean, we've got some transient windows here. It's very well lit, I would say. That's one thing about the Litchfield. You've got a his and hers closet space on either side of the hallway here. And then again, I mean, level 2 tile shower. Small little window up top there.
Dual vanities. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
And of course, a nice sized linen closet. I mean, if there's one word I could use to describe this place, it is spacious. It's so open floor concept, it feels massive.
And you've got 4 bedrooms, 2,000 square foot. I mean, what more could you want 15 minutes from the beach?
Not bad at all. So Angus, let's say that I bought a home today, right? When do I get to move in? How long is the construction process?
Well, it depends. So, we have some completed homes here to our left. And if you bought that house today and you weren't contingent, we could probably close that thing in 30 days, maybe 45.
Wow.
Our build time from dirt to completed is probably about 120 days, 90 to 120 days, depending on how big the house is. And that's on the spec home. Now, if you chose, like I was talking about the pre-sales, and you chose a house, you built it, you selected what was important to you, selected the colors, everything about it, it's going to take you about 6 to 9 months. We've got to order a lot of things, the plot plans, the selected options. It takes a little bit more time, but it's still, exactly what you want.
But they can get that option, which is pretty cool, because not in all D.R. Horton communities, you don't have that availability, that ability to customize so much, correct?
No. As a matter of fact, no. As of March 19th, we have no other D.R. Horton neighborhood that you can do a pre-sale lot on, where you select your colors, you select your lot, you select everything about what you're buying.
Yeah, so if you're interested in that part of the process, and that's going to matter a lot to you, being able to pick and choose everything in your brand new home, well guys, Heron Point might be a great community for you in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All right, now this one is a really, really juicy one that everyone wants to know about. Everyone knows that when you buy a D.R. Horton home, a brand newly constructed home, there are incentives and there are special offers and there are perks. And you simply cannot get those perks when purchasing a resale home. If it's not brand new construction, in my opinion, you really can't compete, because they drive down the interest rate, they take care of closing costs. Angus, let's dive into all those incentives. What's going on here at Heron Point?
Yeah, you know what? So we've probably got about 15 completed specs out here that are ready to rock and roll, ready to be sold. So what we do in order to incentivize them is we will buy the interest rate down in what's called a seller paid subsidy. So, you know, a market interest rate right now, would you say, is about 6.8, 6.9, somewhere in that range?
For sure.
Well, just for buying, you know, select D.R. Horton homes, we're going to buy that rate down to 5.5 on government loans. So that means it's an FHA loan, a VA loan, or a USDA loan. And we're buying it down to 5.99 on conventional loans.
Come on.
So
you're beating the market.
We're beating the market by a point, maybe a point and a half in some instances. But along with that, you know, just for buying a new construction D.R. Horton home, you're going to get $8,000 towards your closing costs. You know, we have people.
Hold on. Let's back up. That means that when you buy a resale home, you're going to have to come out of pocket with that $8,000.
That's right.
But when you buy a D.R. Horton home, you will not have to come out of pocket with that extra $8,000. I don't know about you, but I like keeping $8,000 in my pocket.
Me too.
All right, keep going.
I think one of the biggest things that we see here on the sales floor, and especially me, you know, we have people pre-approved all of the time in Conway for, let's say, you know, they come in with Rocket Mortgage at a 7% rate and they can afford $320,000. Well, now when they get pre-approved with our 5.5 or 5.99 rate with DHI Mortgage, now they can afford, you know, $360, $370, and now they can move right into this Eaton here 15 minutes from the beach.
Let's pan so they can see that nice little Eaton.
That's right.
So ultimately, guys, what Angus is letting us know is, because the interest rate is lower, your monthly payment will be lower, thus you can afford more home.
That's right.
So if you want to be able to buy the biggest, best, nicest, greatest home you can get your hands on for the amount of money that you qualify for, your best bet is to buy a new construction home and not a resale home, because the interest rates will be lower on new construction homes. Therefore, you will be able to afford a much nicer home.
That's right.
Now, can we guarantee what you can or cannot afford? No, not ever. It's always an individual basis. You have to have your credit score looked at. You have to go through a lender and make sure that you are qualified. And it still holds true that if they can get you a cheaper interest rate, then you can get a nicer home. All right, Angus, talk to us about warranties and quality control. You know, there's all kinds of crazy town bad reviews online about D.R. Horton. Now, we know that that's all smoke and mirrors. Take us to school on the quality control process and the warranties that you guys bring to the table for your clients and customers.
All right, yeah. So, you know, Myrtle Beach is our own city. You know, we've got over 50 superintendents now, to where when you buy a D.R. Horton home, you're actually going to have 3 separate walkthroughs, right? So 2 weeks before, you're going to have what's called the blue tape walk. Your house is going to look like it has measles. You're walk through, put pieces of tape on the wall, anything with paint, anything with vents, you know, it's going to get fixed. Now, we always recommend having a walkthrough with your superintendent on the day of closing. And, you know, I'll tell you something, they're going to miss stuff, okay? But that's why you have another walkthrough to put more tape on and more, you know, let the super get his checklist together to really start to dial in your home.
It's also why you hire a third, like an agent, a third party outside of the circumstance, like me, to come in and represent your best interest. I had a lady who couldn't get here. She was out of town buying the home. She had to rely on me to put blue tape everywhere.
We have that all the time. So it's very important, you know, get an outside non-D.R. Horton shirt
Agents
inside.
Yeah, agents inside. Yeah, go
But
ahead.
you know, and finally, you'll actually have another walkthrough 2 weeks after closing. Your superintendent's going to be by your side for that first 30 days. But you know, that's really where, if anything is missed, whether it's a little, whatever it may be, it'll be fixed. Now, with the warranties associated, I call it a 1-2-10. So you're going to get a 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Okay, that doesn't account for throwing a remote through the wall, but you know, anything associated with your home on the interior, it's going to be covered.
That's cool.
You're going to get a 2-year on your Whirlpool appliances. So you know, I always say this: you're going to get a lot of papers when you move in, when you close. Please register, you know, your appliances, because that matters.
Yeah.
It bumps the carrier warranty up to 5 years. So instead of 2 years on your dishwasher, your microwave, your range, now you've got you know, a lot more coverage. And then you're going to get a 10-year structural. Anything with the slab or structure of your home, it'll be under warranty for 10 years.
10 years, guys. Now, think about this. All those maintenance costs that you have to spend when you bought a resale home versus, I mean, in my opinion, and I'm, you know, this is just me, you know, I think for 10 years, you really shouldn't have any major issues.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be replacing your roof.
No.
You shouldn't be having to spend excessive amounts of money in maintenance by buying a new construction home.
It's a brand new house. You know, you get a 5-year warranty on your HVAC, and it's brand new. And then if you register it, you got 10 years on your HVAC. And you know, there's, you said it best, the cost associated with owning a resale versus a new construction home.
Way cheaper.
It's way cheaper.
You cut out $5,000 a year in maintenance that you don't have to do anymore.
Truly.
Now, guys, I get calls and emails all the time from buyers just like you looking to make a purchase in the Myrtle Beach market. So don't be a stranger. I don't care where you are in the process, whether you're 6 months out, 1 month out, 3 years out. If you're considering new construction in our market, give me a call. It's 843-360-1737. All right, so is Heron Point in a flood zone?
No, sir. It is not in a flood zone. And you know, I actually came from D.R. Horton's land department. So I was a land analyst that would take a look at a piece of property, look at the design of it. And if you can look at our lots, if you came here in person, you'll see that all of our lots are tapered off of the back and the sides to let the water drain off of it.
Super cool.
It's very cool. You know, one of the things that I do to help my clients when they move in or they're getting ready to close, a lot of times they want to be teed up with, if they want to put a fence in, you know, anything associated with the HOA, whether it's maybe pouring an extra little concrete slab for, you know, putting a Traeger grill out there and really creating something special for when they move in. It's not something we could do prior to close, but we'll do it the day, you know, as soon as close to the day that they do close.
Super cool, super cool. So there's no poured slabs on any of the homes in Heron Point, but you guys do arrange for that to be done.
Yes, that's something I help my clients with all the
Wonderful,
time.
wonderful. And then what about fences? Can they put a fence up?
Yeah, so you could do a 6-foot white privacy fence if you're not on the water. And that's generally across DR Hortonville, I call it. If you are on the water, you're going to look at the 4-foot black rail fencing.
Okay. And then what about pets? Can they have pets here?
Oh, yes. Yes, you can.
How many pets can they have?
As many as they want.
Look, you heard it. He said it. If you've got 4 or 5 dogs, this is the place where you want to move.
That's right.
All right, Angus, take us to school on Hardy Board right here at Heron Point.
All right, so this is my favorite thing about Heron Point, right? So we've got concrete infused hardy plank board on every single home in Heron Point.
Durable, right? Durable stuff.
Durable throughout all weather. We got Sherwin-Williams paint. We got these coastal colors on it. And this is stuff you're going to find on $5-10 million homes. You know, anything. This is really high quality stuff opposed to, you know, vinyl siding.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So you don't got to worry about vinyl siding in this neighborhood. You got top dollar, top grade materials for your home, and they are all weather, making sure that they're standing up to any hurricane or any kind of adverse weather that we might see right here in the Myrtle Beach market. Now, are hurricanes something to be afraid of? Angus, take us to school.
I've lived here 5 years. No.
Yes. Yeah. So anywhere you go, you're going to have tornadoes or hurricanes or earthquakes, or there's stuff everywhere all across the U.S., right? you just got to, it's a way of life for those people. Now, I am in no way downplaying, hurricanes and their safety. Obviously, you have to make sure you make smart and wise decisions. If there is a hurricane, if your city is, told to evacuate, then you need to evacuate. You obviously have to use common sense. And at the same token, it is very much a way of life. I've lived here since 2016. We're talking 9 years, and never really had any issues from hurricanes.
Me neither.
So if you've enjoyed the information that you've received in this video, please pick up the phone, give me a call. Let me be the agent that you hire for your relocation, for your purchase with D.R. Horton. I'm familiar with working with these agents. I know these agents, and I'm going to bring you the best possible deal and give you the best possible support throughout the entire process. My cell phone's 843-360-1737. I get calls and emails and texts all the time from buyers just like you. Don't be a stranger. I don't care where you are in the buying process. Pick up the phone, call me, give me your questions, and let me help you make a smooth move to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.